A year ago, the city of Montreal introduced draconian legislation against pit bulls and pit bull-like dogs. Since then, hundreds of dogs have faced either euthanasia or separation from their families. And W5 put out an hour-long examination into the issue, and I gotta admit, it's kind of funny watching left-wing animal rights activists scream fake news. And I watched the program, and it actually was pretty good journalism. They looked at both sides. The problem is, they got it wrong. As with most topics, trying to distill a complicated topic into a 45-minute newscast or a 5-minute Facebook post is near impossible. So let's take a serious look at the pit bull issue. Do a Google search for pit bull attacks and you will find a wealth of news articles around it. And the reason for that is because if it's a pit bull that bites, that's newsworthy. If it's a dachshund, not so much. They have a saying in the news industry, if it bleeds, it leads. But with pit bulls, if it's a pit, it's a news bit. The problem with pit bulls isn't fake news. It's bias and stereotype. Not only for the dog, but also the owner. And the stereotype of a pit bull owner is usually young, male, socially disadvantaged, and oftentimes a visible minority. The stereotype for a golden retriever? A yuppie blonde soccer mom. Really, Montreal? You really think that only white people dogs should be allowed? German Shepherds, Rottweilers, Dobermans, dogs with similar concerns about aggression you seem okay with. So people who want an aggressive dog will automatically seek out breeds with that label, even if there is no underlying genetic basis or behavioral basis to support it. Instead, what they're doing is because it's supposed to be vicious, they're making it vicious. Get rid of pit bulls and have a movie where the villain is a Jack Russell terrorist, and I guarantee you, we'll be having breed-specific bans about Jack Russells within 6 months. And this is why over the last 50 years, we've had so many different dogs be the aggressive dog. It used to be German Shepherds, and then it was Dobermans, and then it was Mastiffs. And of course, now it's the pit bull, and down the road, the Cane Corso and the Argentina Dogo. And here's the thing, because pit bull owners are generally less economically advantaged, are you surprised more of these dogs show up in shelters? Are you surprised that these are the dogs that are being brought into Canada from high-kill shelters in the States? And it's hard for people who are economically disadvantaged to really be able to afford a $1,000 dog dental or $1 a day pain meds. So oftentimes these dogs come into rescue with undiagnosed and untreated illnesses that are extremely painful. And painful dogs are more likely to have aggression issues. Hell, I get grumpy just if I have a hangnail. And finally, this is a topic I've talked about before. Animal rescue groups that go to the United States, to high-kill shelters, grabbing animals and bringing them into Canada. I have watched videos of people taking dogs off the tarmac and adopting them out sight unseen to people. There is a reason that the BCSPCA and humane societies across the country invest so much money into behavioral assessment. You have to know that these dogs are going to be good pets. You need to have them assessed for aggressive tendencies because, as I've talked about already, some of these dogs have underlying issues, psychologically and medically, that make them a poor fit for an average family. And this has nothing to do with the breed and everything to do with how these animals have lived their lives. And let me be clear. An aggressive dog is a danger to society, and you cannot have a dog that bites. If you come to my clinic and you have an aggressive dog, I will euthanize it. And because I have spent so much time educating my clientele about this issue, they know that they can bring these animals to me. And in my clinic, because of the safety issue, the only person allowed to work with these animals is me. So I get to see a lot of these aggressive dogs. And yeah, sometimes they're pit bulls. Sometimes they're Labrador retrievers. Sometimes they're a German Shepherd cross. Sometimes they're a Shih Tzu. And a lot of times they're a Chihuahua. So I can tell you that is not a particular breed. It's a problem with aggressive dogs. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. British Bulldogs. I've never come across a mean British Bulldog. But I think that's got to do with the fact that they can't get enough oxygen to their brain to produce an aggressive thought. But here's where I come from. We need good laws against aggressive dogs. We don't need breed-specific laws that leave loopholes that allow really, truly aggressive dogs to live amongst us. I get grumpy when I get a sneeze and I can't quite get it out. I get grumpy when my toast is overcooked. I get grumpy when I put my shoes on backwards. I get grumpy if I hit a red light. I get grumpy when Tim Hortons doesn't stir the coffee and you get that lump of sugar at the bottom in that last final sip. I get grumpy if my wife pulls my hairs between my eyebrows. I get grumpy if it rains and I live in Vancouver.